हेलो एवरीवन, वेलकम बैक टू माय चैनल। तो आज के वीडियो में हम देखने वाले हैं पॉलिटी का टेस्ट सीरीज़, जिसमें आज हम देखेंगे सेट 3। तो शुरू करते हैं हमारा आज का टेस्ट सीरीज़। हमारा फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन है, कंसिडर द फॉलोइंग स्टेटमेंट्स अबाउट इंटरस्टेट वाटर डिस्प्यूट्स। द एडहॉक ट्रिब्यूनल टू बी सेट अप फॉर एडजस्टन ऑफ इंटरस्टेट वाटर डिस्प्यूट्स इज प्रोवाइडेड इन द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ऑफ इंडिया. According to Interstate Water Disputes Act, the decision of the tribunal would be final and binding on the parties to the dispute. Mahadevi water dispute is related to Goa and Karnataka only. Choose the correct code. This answer is option C, 2 only. According to Interstate Water Disputes Act, the decision of the tribunal would be final and binding on the parties to the dispute. Consider the following statement regarding the Interstate Council. It is established to effect coordination between the states only. The council can deal with any controversy, whether legal or illegal or non-legal. The council's function negates the Supreme Court's jurisdiction under Article 131 to decide a legal controversy between the governments. Choose the correct code. This answer is option C, 2 only. The council can deal with any controversy, whether legal or non-legal. In the election of president, value of vote of each MLA is same, differs according to the geographical size of the respective state. MLA of a more populous state carries more value to his or her vote than a member of an assembly of less populous state. MLA of a less populous state carries more value to his or her vote than a member of an assembly of more populous state. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन सी, MLA of a more populous state carries more value to his or her vote than a member of an assembly of less populous state. Which among the following is the competent authority to inquire and decide doubts and disputes in connection with election of the president? The Parliament, the Supreme Court, Election Commission of India, none of the above. This answer is option B, the Supreme Court. Consider the following statements about the impeachment of president. President can resign on his own by addressing the resignation letter to the Chief Justice of India. The impeachment charges for his removal can be initiated by Lok Sabha only. The impeachment resolution has to be passed with the absolute majority. Choose the correct code. This answer is option D, none of the above. The president has the veto power over the bills passed by the parliament. That is, he can withhold his assent to the bills. Which of the following veto can be overridden by the legislature with a higher majority? Absolute veto, qualified veto, pocket veto, suspensive veto. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन बी, क्वालिफाइड veto. Which among the following does not constitute the electoral college for the vice president? Elected members of the Lok Sabha, elected members of the Rajya Sabha, nominated members of the Lok Sabha, elected members of the Legislative Assembly. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन डी, elected members of the Legislative Assembly. Consider the following statements about the Prime Minister. The Constitution does not contain any specific procedure for the selection and appointment of the Prime Minister. He holds the office during the pleasure of the President. The resignation or death of an incumbent Prime Minister automatically dissolves the Lok Sabha. Choose the incorrect code. तो इसमें incorrect कहा है, तो इसका आंसर होगा ऑप्शन सी, 3 only. The resignation or death of an incumbent Prime Minister automatically dissolves the Lok Sabha. ये statement wrong है. Consider the following statements about councils of ministers. The advice tendered by minister to the president shall not be inquired into in any court. The salaries and allowances of ministers shall be determined by the president. A person who is not a member of the parliament, either house, can never be appointed as a minister. Choose the correct code. This answer is option A, 1 only. The advice tendered by minister to the president shall not be inquired into any court. Which of the following is the possible outfall when the Lok Sabha passes a no confidence motion against the Council of Ministers? All the ministers have to resign, including those ministers who are from the Rajya Sabha. Only those ministers have to resign who are from the Lok Sabha. Only the Prime Minister has to resign, whereas the Council of Ministers remains intact. The Lok Sabha is dissolved and the fresh elections are conducted within 6 months. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन ए, ऑल द मिनिस्टर हैव टू रिजाइन इंक्लूडिंग दोज मिनिस्टर्स हु आर फ्रॉम द राज्यसभा. Consider the following statements regarding minister. In India, the constitution provides for the system of legal responsibility of a minister. In case of a difference of opinion or dissatisfaction with the performance of a minister, the prime minister can directly dismiss him. The ministers in India have only collective responsibility. There is no principle of individual responsibility. Choose the correct code. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन डी, none of the above. Which among the following is described as super cabinet? The Political Affairs Committee, the Economic Affairs Committee, Parliamentary Affairs Committee, Public Accounts Committee. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन ए, द Political Affairs Committee. Who among the following heads the Parliamentary Affairs Committee? The Parliamentary Affairs Minister, the Prime Minister, the Home Minister, the Cabinet Secretary. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन सी, द होम मिनिस्टर. While nominating members to Rajya Sabha, the President considered their achievements in which of the following fields? Art, literature, science, social service, cooperative movement. Choose the correct code. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन ए, 1, 2, 3 and 4 only. Art, literature, science and social service. Consider the following statements about the Parliament. The Constitution has fixed the term of office of members of the Rajya Sabha shall be 6 years. The Constitution has fixed minimum age of 25 years to be eligible for election of Rajya Sabha. Choose the correct code. तो इसका आंसर है डी, none of the above. Consider the following statement about Speaker of Lok Sabha. The tenure of the Speaker is coterminous with that of Lok Sabha and he cannot be removed from office whatsoever. The work and conduct of the Speaker cannot be discussed and criticized in the Lok Sabha at any time whatsoever. Choose the incorrect code. तो इसका आंसर है, इसमें इनकरेक्ट कहा है तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन सी, बोथ 1 and 2. Consider the following statement. The leader of opposition in Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha have constitutional recognition. The leader of the largest opposition party, having not less than 10% seats of the total strength of the House, is recognized as the leader of the opposition in that House. The office of whip is mentioned in the parliamentary statute. Choose the correct code. This answer is option D, 2 only. The leader of the largest opposition party, having not less than 10% seats of the total strength of the House, is recognized as the leader of the opposition in that House. Consider the following statements about prorogation. It terminates both the sitting and session of the House. It is done by presiding officer of the House. It brings to an end all bills or any other business pending before the House. Choose the correct code. This answer is option A, 1 only. It terminates both the sitting and session of the House. Which of the following is correct with respect to the dissolution of Lok Sabha? A bill passed by the Lok Sabha but pending in the Rajya Sabha lapses. A bill passed by both houses but returned by the President for reconsideration of houses lapse. A bill pending in the Rajya Sabha but not passed by the Lok Sabha does not lapse. Choose the correct code. तो इसका आंसर है B, 1 and 3 only. A bill passed by the Lok Sabha but pending in the Rajya Sabha lapses, and a bill pending in the Rajya Sabha but not passed by the Lok Sabha does not lapse. Consider the following statement about the question hour. The question hour starts immediately after the 0 hour and lasts until the agenda for the day is taken up. A start question requires an oral answer, thereby permits supplementary question. A short notice question requires a written answer and hence supplementary questions cannot follow. Choose the correct code. तो इसका आंसर है B, 2 only. A start question requires an oral answer, thereby permits supplementary question. Consider the following statement about no confidence motion. It should state the reasons for its adoption in the Lok Sabha. It can be moved against the entire Council of Ministers only. If it is passed in the Lok Sabha, the Council of Ministers must resign from office. Choose the correct code. इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन सी 2 and 3 only. It can be moved against the entire Council of Ministers only, and if it is passed in the Lok Sabha, the Council of Ministers must resign from office. Which of the following provision does not constitute a money bill? The appropriation of money out of the Consolidated Fund of India, the imposition, abolition, remission, alteration or regulation of any tax by the central government, bill to create employment opportunity, the regulation of the borrowing of money by the union government. तो इसमें पूछा डज नॉट कंस्टिट्यूट ए मनी बिल, तो इसका आंसर होगा ऑप्शन सी बिल टू क्रिएट एम्प्लॉयमेंट अपॉर्चुनिटीज. The provision of joint sitting of two houses of the parliament has been invoked during which of the following instances? Dowry Prohibition Bill 1960, Banking Service Commission Repeal Bill 1977, Prevention of Terrorism Bill 2002. Choose the correct code. तो इसका आंसर है डी ऑल ऑफ द अबव. Dowry Prohibition Bill 1960, Banking Service Commission Repeal Bill 1977 and Prevention of Terrorism Bill 2002. Consider the following statements with respect to enactment of the budget. Parliament can reduce or abolish a tax but cannot increase it. To vote on the demand for grants is the exclusive privilege of the Lok Sabha. No demand for a grant shall be made except on the recommendation of the Parliament. Choose the correct code. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन ए 1 and 2 only. Parliament can reduce or abolish a tax but cannot increase it, and to vote on the demand for grants is the exclusive privilege of the Lok Sabha. Consider the following statement. It represents the economy that can be affected in the proposed expenditure. It states the amount of the demand be reduced by specified amount. Which of the following motions is being referred to here? Policy cut motion, economic cut motion, token cut motion, vote of credit. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन बी इकोनॉमिक कट मोशन. कंसिडर द फॉलोइंग स्टेटमेंट. A nomination for presidential election must be subscribed by 25 electors as proposers and 25 electors as seconders. Every candidate has to make a security deposit of 25,000 in RBI. The security deposit is liable to be fortified in case the candidate fails to secure 1/6 of the votes polled. Which of the above statement is correct? तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन सी 3 only. The security deposit is liable to be fortified in case the candidate fails to secure 1/6 of the votes polled. Which of the following condition has not been laid down by the Constitution for the President's office? He should be a member of either any house of the Parliament or a state legislature. He should not hold any office of profit. His emoluments and allowances cannot be diminished during his term of office. He is entitled, without payment of rent, to use of his official residence. इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन ए. He should be a member of either any house of the Parliament or a state legislature. Consider the following statements regarding legislative function of the President. He can summon or prorogue the Parliament and dissolve the Lok Sabha. He can summon a joint sitting of Parliament and preside over it. He decides whether a bill is a money bill or not. Which of the above statements are not correct? तो इसमें not correct पूछा है, तो इसका आंसर होगा ऑप्शन बी 2 and 3. Which of the following articles of Indian Constitution deals with Union Councils of Ministers? Article 51, Article 75, Article 111, Article 112. तो इसका आंसर होगा ऑप्शन बी आर्टिकल 75. According to the Constitution, the total number of ministers, including the Prime Minister, shall not exceed 10% of the members of Lok Sabha, 15% of the members of Parliament, 20% of the members of Parliament, 15% of the members of Lok Sabha. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन डी 15% of the members of Lok Sabha. A person can remain a minister without being a member of parliament for a maximum period of 3 months, 6 months, 1 week, 9 months. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन बी 6 months. According to third schedule of Indian Constitution, who administers oath to Prime Minister and Cabinet Minister? President of India, Chief Justice of India, Speaker of Lok Sabha, Vice President of India. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन ए प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ इंडिया. Ministers including the Chief Minister of State shall not be less than 10, 12, 14, 15. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन बी 12. It is compulsory for the Parliament to meet at least once in a period of 6 months, 3 months, 1 year, 4 months. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन ए 6 months. The election procedure of members of Rajya Sabha has been adopted from the Constitution of Weimar, Germany, UK, South Africa, Canada. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन सी साउथ अफ्रीका. Cabinet committees are an important tool for the smooth and transparent functioning of Indian government. Which of the following statements are correct regarding cabinet committees? They are extra constitutional bodies. They are of two types, standing and ad hoc. Non-cabinet members are debarred from the membership of cabinet committees. Select the code from following. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन ए 1 and 2. They are extra constitutional bodies and they are of two types, standing and ad hoc. Which of the following statements is or are correct regarding the selection of territorial constituencies for holding direct elections for Lok Sabha? Each state is allotted a number of seats in the Lok Sabha in such a manner that the ratio between that number and its population is the same for all states. Each state is divided into territorial constituencies in such a manner that the ratio between them, population of each constituency and the number of seats allotted to it is the same throughout the state. Select the code from following. This answer option C both 1 and 2. To provide proper representation in the decision making, reservation of seats is provided in Lok Sabha for scheduled caste and scheduled tribes. Which of the following statements regarding reservation are not correct? 1/3 seats in Lok Sabha are reserved SCs and STs. On reserved seats, candidates are elected by all the voters without any separate electorate. Members of reserved category are debarred from contesting any election from the general seat. Select the code from following. तो इसमें नॉट करेक्ट पूछा है, तो इसका आंसर होगा ऑप्शन सी 1 and 3. Under which of the following conditions a person is liable to pay a penalty of ₹500 for each day he or she sits or votes in the parliament? If he has not taken oath or affirmation prescribed for an MP, if he is disqualified from house membership, when he knows that he is prohibited from sitting or voting in the house by virtue of any parliamentary law. Select the code from following. This answer is option D, all of the above. 1, 2 and 3. Consider the following statements. President adjourns or suspends the meeting of the Lok Sabha is the absence of quorum. Quorum to conduct a meeting of the House is 1/10 of the total strength of the House. Which of the above statements is or are correct? This answer is option B 2 only. Quorum to conduct a meeting of the House is 1/10 of the total strength of the House. A deputy speaker is elected by the Lok Sabha to discharge the duty of a speaker in case the speaker is absent. Which of the following statements regarding deputy speaker are correct? A deputy speaker is not subordinate to speaker and is directly responsible to the Lok Sabha. Whenever he is appointed as a member of a parliamentary committee, he automatically becomes its chairman. When speaker is presiding over the House, the deputy speaker acts as any other ordinary member of the House. Select the code from following. This answer is option D, all of the above, 1, 2 and 3. Which of the following parliamentary committee do not have any members from Rajya Sabha? Public Accounts Committee, Estimates Committee, Committee on Public Undertaking, Business Advisory Committee. This answer is option B, Estimates Committee. Which of the following are parliamentary privileges given to individual members of the parliament? They cannot be arrested during the session of parliament for any civil or criminal case. No member is liable to any proceedings in any court for anything said or any vote given by him in parliament or his committee. They can refuse to give evidence and appear as a witness in a case pending in a court when parliament is in session. Select the quote from following. तो इसका आंसर है B, 2 and 3. Which of the following parliamentary forums are presided by the chairman of Rajya Sabha? Parliamentary Forum on Water Conservation and Management, Parliamentary Forum on Youth, Parliamentary Forum on Children, Parliamentary Forum on Population and Public Health. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन डी, Parliamentary Forum on Population and Public Health. According to the Constitution of India, which of the following statements are correct regarding the advice given by the Council of Ministers to the President? Presidents may ask the Council of Ministers to reconsider an advice given to him. President shall act according to the advice given to him by the Council after reconsideration. Advice given by the Minister to the President shall not be incurred in any court of law. Select the quote from following. This answer is option D, all of the above. Consider the following statements regarding removal of Vice President. He can be removed by any resolution in Lok Sabha passed by an absolute majority. He can only be removed for violation of Constitution. Which of the above statements are not correct? तो इसमें नॉट करेक्ट कहा है, तो इसका आंसर होगा सी, बोथ 1 and 2. In which of the following circumstances can the Parliament legislate in the state list? National emergency, State Assembly making a request to the Parliament to legislate in the state list to fulfill obligations under international conventions or treaties. Choose the correct answer using the codes given below. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन ए, 1 and 3. National emergency and to fulfill obligations under international conventions or treaties. Consider the following statements. A government bill can only be introduced by a minister. The Rajya Sabha can delay an ordinary bill passed by Lok Sabha for indefinite period of time till the bill lapses. Rajya Sabha cannot delay passing a money bill for more than 2 weeks. Which of these is or are true? तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन डी, 1 and 3. A government bill can only be introduced by a minister and Rajya Sabha cannot delay passing a money bill for more than 2 weeks. Which of the following constitutional amendments made President bound by the advice of the Council of Ministers? 44th Amendment, 25th Amendment, 42nd Amendment, 86th Amendment. तो इसका आंसर है ऑप्शन सी, 42nd Amendment. Which of the following principles have been laid down by the Supreme Court regarding pardoning power of the President? The petitioner for mercy has right for an oral hearing by the President. President is not bound to give reasons for his order. Power is to be exercised by the President on the advice of the Supreme Court. The President can examine the evidence if fresh. Select the quote from following. This answer है option B, 2 and 4. President is not bound to give reasons for his order and the President can examine the evidence if fresh. Consider the following statements with respect to National Database on Sexual Offenders (NDSO). It will be maintained by the National Crime Records Bureau. It includes offenders convicted under Protection of Child from Sexual Offenders Act. The database is accessible only to the law enforcement agency for investigation and monitoring purpose. Select the correct statement. This answer is option C, 1, 2 and 3. Raiganj Wildlife Sanctuary has one of the highest population of which of the following species? White-bellied heron, Asian openbill, Great Indian Bustard, Forest Owlet. This answer is option B, Asian openbill. Consider the following statements about Prahar missile. It is indigenously developed by DRDO. It is a visual range air-to-air missile. Select the correct statement. This answer is option A, one only. It is indigenously developed by DRDO. Antiretroviral therapy is concerned with human immunodeficiency virus and acquired immune deficiency syndrome, tuberculosis, Parkinson's disease, leprosy. This answer is option A, human immunodeficiency virus and acquired immune deficiency syndrome. Which of the following statement with respect to small satellite launch vehicles is or are correct? The maximum payload capacity of the SSLV will be 3,800 kilograms. It can reach up to 500 kilometers in the lower Earth orbit. Both A and B, neither A nor B. This answer is option B. It can reach up to 500 kilometers in the lower Earth orbit. Consider the following statements about Pi Mensik. It is an Earth-sized exoplanet that is in the habitable zone of the red dwarf star Proxima Centauri. It is the closest known exoplanet to the solar system. Select the correct statement. Yes, answer is D, neither one nor two. Consider the following statements about National Board of Examination. It is an autonomous body of Ministry of Human Resource Development. It is the nodal agency for conducting the licensing examination for Indian citizens who have obtained their MBBS equivalent outside India. Select the correct code. This answer is B, 2 only. It is the nodal agency for conducting the licensing examination for Indian citizens who have obtained their MBBS equivalent outside India. Consider the following statements about Cyber Trivia app. It was launched by National Commission for Protection of Child Rights. It will receive complaints from citizens on objectionable online content related to child pornography and child sexual abuse material. Select the correct statement. This answer is A, one only. It was launched by National Commission for Protection of Child Rights. Consider the following statements with respect to United Nations Convention on the Rights of the Child. The convention defines a child as any human being under the age of 16. The Child Soldier Treaty is a protocol to the Convention on the Rights of the Child. Select the correct statement. This answer is B, 2 only. The Child Soldier Treaty is a protocol to the Convention on the Right of the Child. Consider the following statements about Hornbill Watch Initiative. It is an interactive web interface that allows a person to report on hornbills anywhere in India. It is launched by Bombay Natural History Society. Select the correct statement. Its answer is A, one only. It is an interactive web interface that allows a person to report on hornbills anywhere in India. Kalpariksha project, which was recently seen in news, is associated with bamboo, areca nut, jackfruit, coconut. This answer is D, coconut. Consider the following statements about Dakshina Bharat Hindi Prachar Sabha. It was established by Mahatma Gandhi. It is headquartered in Dharwad, Karnataka. It is one of the institutes of national importance. Select the correct statements. This answer is option C, 1 and 3. It was established by Mahatma Gandhi and it is one of the institutes of national importance. Consider the following statements with respect to total expense ratio. It is the cost of running and managing a mutual fund scheme. In India, the maximum TER that a fund can charge its investor is prescribed by SEBI. Select the correct statement. This answer is option C, both 1 and 2. It is the cost of running and managing a mutual fund scheme. In India, the maximum TER that a fund can charge its investors is prescribed by SEBI. Consider the following statement with respect to ease of living index. It is published by Niti Aayog to help the cities assess their liability vis-a-vis national and global benchmarks. Maharashtra topped the chart in the ease of living index ranking under the Atal Mission for Rejuvenation and Urban Transformation. Select the correct statement. This answer is option D, neither one nor two. Consider the following statement with respect to Right Livelihood Award. It is an international award to honor and support courageous people and organizations offering visionary and exemplary solutions to the root causes of global problems. It is awarded annually by the Norwegian Nobel Committee. Select the correct statements. This answer is option A, one only. It is an international award to honor and support courageous people and organizations offering visionary and exemplary solutions to the root causes of global problems. Consider the following statements about National E-Vidhan application. It aims to make all the legislatures of the country paperless by making the proceedings of the houses digital. Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology is the nodal ministry for the project. Select the correct statements. This answer is option A, one only. It aims to make all the legislature of the country paperless by making the proceedings of the houses digital. Consider the following statement with respect to Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana. It will provide a cover up to Rs 5 lakhs per family per year for secondary and tertiary care hospitalization. It is mandatory for all states to implement the scheme through Life Insurance Corporation of India. Select the correct code. This answer is option A, one only. It will provide a cover up to Rs 5 lakhs per family per year for secondary and tertiary care hospitalization. The State of Working India Report 2018 is released by Niti Aayog, Ministry of Labour and Employment, Center for Policy Research, none of the above. This answer is option D, none of the above. Global Human Capital Index is released by World Economic Forum, World Bank, International Labour Organization, UN Development Programme. This answer is option A, World Economic Forum. Justice Mullah Committee is associated with police reforms, labour reforms, education reforms, prison reforms. This answer is option D, prison reforms. Which of the following statement is or are correct? Financial Inclusion Index will be released by Department of Economic Affairs, Ministry of Finance. Global Findex is released by the World Bank. Both A and B, neither A nor B. This answer is option B. Global Findex is released by the World Bank. Consider the following statements about Astra missile. It is a beyond visual range air-to-air missile. It is indigenously developed by Defense Research and Development Organization. Select the correct statement. This answer is option C, both 1 and 2. It is a beyond visual range air-to-air missile and it is indigenously developed by Defense Research and Development Organization. Jan Dhan Darshak is associated with financial inclusion, cleanliness, self-employment, skill development. This answer is option A, financial inclusion. Which of the following is or are correctly matched? City or place, country. Andijan, Uzbekistan, Aleppo, Syria, Aqaba, Lebanon. Select the correct code. This answer is option A, 1 and 2. Andijan, Uzbekistan and Aleppo, Syria. Which of the following is or are correctly matched? Agmark, Agriculture, RERA, Real Estate, NPPA, Medicines. Select the correct code. This answer is option D, all of the above. Agmark, Agriculture, RERA, Real Estate and NPPA, Medicines. तो इसी के साथ हमारा आज का टेस्ट सीरीज़ कंप्लीट होता है। तो अगर आप चैनल पर नए हैं तो चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर दीजिए और नोटिफिकेशन आइकन पर क्लिक कर दीजिए ताकि आपको सारे वीडियोस के अपडेट्स मिल सके। साथ ही अगर आपको वीडियो अच्छा लगे तो लाइक कर दीजिए और अपने दोस्तों के साथ शेयर कीजिए ताकि उन्हें भी हेल्प हो सके। तो हमारा ये सेशन यहीं तक था। थैंक यू, थैंक्स फॉर वॉचिंग।